Does life ever feel like it's running you instead of the other way around? Like, why am I trying to juggle a million things when I've only got two hands? Or why does my closet look like it lost the fight with a tornado? I totally get it. I've been there too. But here's the thing, over the past few years, I've learned how to cut out the chaos and embrace a simpler, slower way of living. So today, I'm sharing 16 things I've stopped doing to make space for a more minimalist, intentional life. These are not your typical, just organize your drawers kind of tips. These are real, sometimes funny, and honestly, life-changing choices. So grab your favorite drink and let's dive in, because sometimes quitting is the best thing you can do for yourself. And hey, if any of this hit close to home, or you're thinking, wait, I totally do that too, drop a comment below, let's check about it. The first thing is quit overcomplicating my morning routine. Okay, let's talk about the morning routine industrial complex. You know, the one that wake up at 5 a.m., meditate for 20 minutes, journal about your dreams, drink hot lemon water, do yoga, go for a run, take a cold shower, make a great smoothie. By the time you've done, it's noon and you're too exhausted to function. I feel for this hard. But then I realized that by step 3, usually somewhere around cold shower, I was already over it. So now my morning routine is blissfully simple. I wake up at 5 a.m. Yes, it's a habit since childhood. Then make my bed, wash my face, brew a strong coffee, and dive into my most important work while my brain is still sharp. No fluff, no extras. Here's a kicker. Simplifying my mornings has made the rest of my day so much easier. When I tackle the tough stuff early, I feel accomplished, and the rest of the day feels like a breeze. So if your morning feels like a marathon, maybe it's time to trim the fat. What's actually working for you? And what's just there because TikTok said so? Number 2 is quit working and scrolling at night. Let me paint you a picture. It's 9 p.m. I'm lying in bed, scrolling through Instagram Reels, and suddenly an hour has disappeared. And my brain is buzzing with random facts I will never use. Sound familiar? As a morning person, that was not it. So I made a rule, no work or phone after 9 p.m. Instead, I read, watch movies, or listen to podcasts. This gives my brain a chance to slow down, and honestly, my sleep has never been better. If you are a fellow night scroller, I challenge you to try this. Pick up that book that you've been meaning to read, or rediscover the joy of just sitting in silence. It's wildly underrated. Oh, and if you've got any podcast recommendations, drop them in the comments. I'm always looking for something new to listen to. Number 3 is quit butter and dairy. And yes, it was hard. Okay, real talk. Nothing beats a slice of warm, buttery toast. I enjoyed this all the time when I lived in China. But after I moved to Canada, I discovered that butter and milk didn't love me back. My skin broke out. My digestion rebelled. It was a whole thing. So I switched to olive oil and avocado oil. And let me tell you, it was like discovering a secret superpower. Avocado oil is amazing for cooking. It handles heat like a champ. And olive oil, a drizzle on fresh bread with a sprinkle of salt. I'm not saying you have to quit butter unless your skin is staging a mutiny like mine was. But if you are curious about alternatives, these are worth a try. Also, random questions. Why does dairy seem to hit differently in Canada? Is it just me? If you know, please explain this mystery in the comments because I'm genuinely confused. Before we continue, if you are enjoying these tips, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free, it's fun, and it helps support this channel. Plus, I've got so much more to share about minimalism and simple living. Let's simplify together. Number 4 is quit eating fast food. Well, confession time. I am addicted to fast food. It's my guilty pleasure, and it was my love language. Quick, convenient, and oh my god, so satisfying. Fries at midnight? Yes, please. Breakfast burritos on the go? You bet. But as I started slowing down my life, I noticed the fast food didn't match the vibe anymore. Now I cook most of my meals at home, and here's the surprising part. I actually enjoy it. Something about chopping vegetables, cutting meat, and even scrubbing pots afterward. It feels oddly calming. It's like therapy, but cheaper. Plus, the food tastes better because I know what's in it. It's way healthier. And let's not ignore the fact that my wallet is happier too. If you are someone who thinks cooking is daunting, I promise it doesn't have to be. Start small, maybe a simple stir fry or an easy one-pot soup. You don't have to be a perfect chef. Just focus on enjoying the process. Who knows, right? You might fall in love with it like I did. And let's be real, there's nothing like sitting down to a meal you made yourself. It's kind of like telling the world, hey, look at me, being all self-sufficient and fancy. Number 5 is quit dining out. Back when I lived in China, dining out was a way of life. Affordable meals, vibrant crowds, endless options. It was an experience, not just a meal. But when I moved to Canada, I quickly realized that eating out had a complete different vibe. Quiet, expensive, and often underwhelming. These days, I save dining out for special occasions like birthdays, anniversaries, or when I'm just too tired to cook because, hey, life happens. Most of the time, I prefer cooking at home or inviting friends over for dinner. Trust me, there's something magical about gathering around your own table, sharing laughs, and swapping stories. And if you miss the restaurant atmosphere, here's my secret. Light a candle, set the table, and serve your meal on your fancy plates. You know, the ones you save for the Queen of United Kingdom. Suddenly, dinner at home feels like a Michelin-starred experience. Hey, without the 20% tip. Number 6 is quit spending forever getting ready. Let's rewind to a time when getting ready for the day was an event in itself. Like an hour on makeup, 30 minutes deliberating over outfits, and somehow still feeling like I had nothing to wear. Sounds familiar? Fast forward to now, and I've discovered the beauty of simplicity. My routine is all about skincare over makeup, clothes that are versatile and clean, and an efficient out the door in 20 minutes system. And you know what? I actually feel more confident. Here's the thing. When you strip away the extras, you start to see you. Not the flawless Instagram version, but the real, perfectly imperfect you. And honestly, that's where the magic is. What about you? Do you have a favorite time-saving hack for getting ready? Drop it in the comments because let's face it, we could all use a few extra minutes of sleep. Number 7 is quit paying for brands. Let me just say it. I don't own a Dyson hairdryer or a Stanley cup. Shocking, right? Instead, I use a $17 hairdryer that gets the job done and a $30 water bottle that keeps my drinks hot for like 20 hours and cold for 24 hours. They're not Instagram worthy, but they work beautifully. Hear me out. I'm not anti-brand. I just think we often pay more for the label than the actual value. Minimalism has taught me to focus on what I need and what generally serves a purpose in my life, not what's trendy or limited edition. Of course, if branded items make you happy, go for it. But for me, I found joy in discovering affordable, functional alternatives. It's like winning a little game against the marketing hype. Number 8 is quit expensive hair salons. Let me tell you, I used to think expensive salons were the only way to have great hair. A $200 cut? Sure, why not? Highlights? Take all my money. But one day, I looked at my bank statement and thought, am I really spending a small fortune on this? So I quit. Now, I DIY my hair care at home. I learned to trim my bangs, picked up a decent pair of shears, and discovered deep conditioning treatment that costs less than a latte. And guess what? My hair has never been healthier. The best part is the freedom. I'm no longer stuck scheduling appointments weeks in advance or awkwardly pretending to enjoy small talk with my stylist. If the thought of DIY your hair feels intimidating, start small. Maybe just the touch-ups between salon visits. You might surprise yourself with how good you can get it. And don't forget that YouTube tutorials are a good mine. Number 9 is quit keeping just-in-case items. Raise your hand if you've ever kept something because I might need it someday. Yeah, me too. I had just-in-case bed sheets, extra kettles, and even candles for the highly unlikely event of a power outage. A few months ago, I decided to let it all go. And guess what? I haven't missed a single thing. If an emergency ever comes up, I know I can grab whatever I need from the store in under 20 minutes. By letting go of these items, I free up so much space, not just in my home, but in my mind. No more suffering around clutter every time I open a drawer. If you're holding on to just in case stuff, ask yourself, have I used this in the last 6 months? If the answer is no, it's probably safe to let go. And if you do end up needing it later, Amazon exists for a reason, okay? Number 10 is quit believing in absolute rules for minimalism. Here's a hot take. Minimalism doesn't have rules. You don't have to wear black, white, and beige. You don't have to declutter everything down to one fork and a toothbrush. And you definitely don't have to live in an all-white apartment that looks like it's straight out of Instagram. For a while, I thought I had to follow those rules to do minimalism right. Well, spoiler alert, I was miserable. Now, I define minimalism on my own terms. For me, that means prioritizing what I value most, whether that's a bold red jacket or a colorful art paint that sparks joy. Minimalism isn't a one-size-fits-all lifestyle, so embrace what works for you and ditch what doesn't. Number 11 is quit trying to make everyone happy. I used to bend over backward trying to keep everyone around me happy. Friends, co-workers, even random strangers. I wanted them all to like me. It was exhausting. Then I had a light bulb moment. It's impossible to please everyone. Someone's always going to have an opinion, and that's okay. Now I focus on maintaining meaningful relationships with a handful of close friends and family. I'm kinder to myself too. If someone's upset because I'm setting healthy boundaries, that's their issue, not mine. So are you a people pleaser? Let me tell you, it's liberating to let that go. Try it for a week and I promise you will feel lighter. Number 12 is quit fake productivity. You know those days where you've already finished work, but you're still sitting at your desk, reorganizing your pens or answering emails that could totally wait. Yeah, that was me. I had this obsession with looking busy, even if I wasn't being productive. I always think doing something is better than doing nothing at all, right? No. Here's the truth. Rest is productive too. In fact, it's essential. Now, when my work is done, I close my laptop and walk away guilt-free. No more wasting energy on busy work just to feel like I'm doing something. So if you are guilty of fake productivity, ask yourself, is this task actually important? Or am I just avoiding rest? Then give yourself permission to rest. You'll earn it. Number 13 is quit prioritizing everything. For years, my to-do list looks like a novel. I'd have 20 priority tasks every day, and surprise, I never finish them all. Now I pick one main priority each day, just one. If I accomplish that, I consider the day a win. This shift has been life-changing. So instead of feeling overwhelmed, I feel focused. And oddly enough, I get more done because I'm not splitting my attention 20 different ways. So here's a challenge. Tomorrow, pick one thing to prioritize, just one. Then watch how much more manageable your day feels. Number 14 is quit scrolling shopping apps. Well, let me confess, I used to spend hours scrolling through shopping apps, not just buying anything, just browsing. It was like window shopping, but somehow more soul draining. Here's the problem. Even if I didn't buy, I'd still get tempted. Then I'd waste the energy talking myself out of purchases I didn't even need in the first place. Now I've deleted all the shopping apps from my phone. If I genuinely need something, I will search for it online. But no more mindlessly browsing. And guess what? My wallet is happier, and so am I. If you are stuck in the scrolling trap, try a digital detox. You might be surprised by how much time and mental space you get back. Number 15 is quit trying to control my emotions. I've got severe PMS, like crying over dropped keys severe. For the longest time, I tried to suppress my emotions, which only made things worse. Now I let myself feel all the feelings, no judgment. If I need to cry, I cry. If I'm frustrated, I acknowledge it instead of bottling it up. And oddly enough, this approach has made me more emotionally stable. By accepting my feelings instead of fighting them, I move through them faster and with less drama. If you are someone who beats yourself up for having bad emotions, here's your reminder. You are human. It's okay to feel things. Be kind to yourself. You deserve it. Number 16 is quit having too many choices. Well, I used to have 10 dinner plates, 10 for one person. Every mealtime became an Olympic event of decision making. Should I use this blue plate or the white one? Now I own 2 plates, one big, one small. Same with my mugs and cutlery. It's not about deprivation. It's about reducing decision fatigue. With fewer choices, life feels simpler. I don't waste mental energy on tiny decisions. And honestly, I don't miss the extra plates one bit. Take a look around your home. Are there areas where you're overwhelmed by too many options? Simplify them. Your brain will thank you. And that's a wrap. 16 things I've quit to simplify my life. Some were hard, some were easy, but all of them have made my life so much better. Now it's your turn. What's one thing you've let go of that's brought more peace to your life? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little simplicity in their life. Remember, simple living isn't about perfection, it's about intention. See you in the next video. Bye!